We're here in Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan for our second opening day of the month. The Tigers are hosting the Royals as they try to win 4 in a row coming up. An unexpected hot start for the Royals, winning 3 games in Chicago to take a definitive lead in the AL Central. See what the Tigers are looking like on their opening day. They've already played 3 games this year like the Royals. Michael Fulmer will get the start, and he's been a headache for the Royals the past couple seasons. Heath Philmeyer making his first start of the season, earning a starting spot out of spring training. And once again, as we saw in Chicago, all the players will line up, and we will have our national anthem. There you see Fulmer's stats. 3-12 last year, getting his first start this year. Only got 46 walks on 110 strikeouts. Whit Merrifield, probably the coldest he's ever been in his career so far, will lead off the game. First pitch is in there for strike 1. The Tigers have a 1-2 record, facing the Royals, who are 3-0.
First pitch, 110.
Everyone was playing catch-up on the Indians and Twins last year. Now the Royals and Twins sit at the top of the AL Central as Merrifield swings and misses for strike 2. The 0-2 to Merrifield. He's been behind a lot, and he strikes out on 3 straight pitches, and he continues to struggle here in the early part of the season. He only saw 1 strike and then swung at 2 balls. And Merrifield's got to get out of this funk he's been stuck in since the start of the season. Adalberto Mondesi will now come to the plate. Got himself a home run in the second game of the season. Strike 1. He will be followed by Alex Gordon. It's 1 o'clock here in Detroit. We are in Eastern Time. It's lunchtime back in Kansas City, so we hope you're joining us for that. This is flown out to center field, and Maben makes the catch for out number 2. Here's the lineup for the Royals, pretty much the same as it's been. Brett Phillips will be starting in center with the right-handed pitcher. Lineup's brought to you by the parking spot. Easy to spot, easy to park. The parking spot at KCI. Here's Alex Gordon batting .182 in the first 3 games. He doubled and later scored, but yesterday in Chicago to get the Royals going. They would later score 2 more on an earned home run. So that's ball 1 to the patient, Alex Gordon. The top of the Royals lineup has all been cold to start this season, but none more so than Whit Merrifield. Him and Salvador Perez has only mustered 1 hit, and they have played in every game. The 1-1 to Gordon. Swung on and missed strike 2. There you see a home plate umpire. The 1-2 by Fulmer. Romine setting up low, and it's grounded to Scope. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. The top of the Royals lineup go down easily again. We move to the bottom of the first inning where Philmeyer will make his debut of 2020. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Heath Villmeyer only managed 3 starts last year. He went 0 for 2, an ERA over 8. When he first came to Kansas City in 2018, he had some very strong starts, and it looked like he was going to be a future star for the Royals. He had a very good spring training and got himself back into rotation. You'll see Victor Reyes to lead off the inning, top of the Tigers lineup. I'm sure not even Royals fans expected a sweep of the White Sox to start the season, but here we are, the Royals on top of the Central, going for 4 in a row against the Tigers, who are 1-2. Strike 1 to Reyes, and the count is even. The 1-1. Perez behind the plate for another day, and this is fouled off, and Villmeyer goes ahead 1-2. Now Perez want to get low, the 1-2 pitch. Misses low for ball 2. Reyes only hitting 182. Struggling to start the season like the Royals leadoff man. Not much like Leori Garcia, who had a hot start to the season, even against the Royals pitchers who've been doing well to start.
3-2.
Count runs full, 3-2, and Villmeyer taking a while to get done with this leadoff man. Called strike 3, and Villmeyer's first batter of the season strikes out on him, looking. Harold Castro, the designated hitter, steps to the plate. 1 out after the Villmeyer strikeout. First pitch to Castro. Ball 1.
1-0.
And Miguel Cabrera, the first baseman, waiting on deck. Not the dangerous powerhouse he used to be, but the Royals still need to look out for him. 1-1 pitch to Castro. Swung on, grounded, bounces off of O'Hearn's glove, recovers, picks it up to Villmeyer, and there's out number 2. A great recovery by Ryan O'Hearn after he dove and missed it. Here you see the Tigers lineup today. Reyes and Castro just got out, followed by Cabrera, Scope at second, Maven, Romine, Stuart Goodrum, and Candelario. The Tigers have been stuck in a rebuilding phase for the past couple of years. The one thing the Royals have always had on them is the bullpen. The Royals have had a weak bullpen the past couple of seasons, but the Tigers have always been just below them. Strike 1 to the veteran Miguel Cabrera. Swings and misses for strike 2. Maybe 5 years ago he wouldn't have fallen for that pitch off a young developing pitcher like Heath Villmeyer, but now Villmeyer's ahead. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, this is grounded to Merrifield. He has all the time in the world to get out Cabrera, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Villmeyer to start the game. We move to the second inning now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. We'll now see Jorge Soler, who's having a hot start to the season, an average of .455. He has 2 home runs, and he got himself another RBI yesterday in Chicago. First pitch is a strike. Looked very low in the strike zone. That puts Fulmer ahead. Second pitch is misses low, and there's a groan from the stands pretty much watching that pitch be called a strike once, and then on the next pitch be called a ball. Understandable, Fulmer doesn't seem fazed by it. He got away with one on his first pitch. Setting up low again is Romine. And in the third straight location, it's called a strike again. And Soler is down 1-2. Chops, Scope dives, and it goes into right center field. And Soler leads off the second inning with a hit. He had 2 hits yesterday. Now his first at bat today ends up with a hit. Building on that average, and He's really finding his swing now early in the season. Here's another guy who's found his swing, Hunter Dozier. Man on first, nobody out. First pitch misses low for ball 1. The top of the Royals lineup has not been producing so far, but the middle of the order has kept them winning. The 1-0 to Dozier, and Solaire's running. Dozier swings, hits it deep to left center field. They've been going back. Solaire will have to retreat to first, and there's out number 1. That hit and run was much better than yesterday's. Just ended in a flyout, and then the guy getting off base. You see the Tigers, the way their defense is lining up today. Candelario third, Goodrum at short. Scope second, Miguel Cabrera at first again instead of DHing. Harold Castro will be doing that today. Strike 1 to Salvador Perez, who, like the top of the Royals lineup, has not been producing. An 0.83 average after the first series of the season. Swung on and missed, and like Merrifield, he finds himself quickly down 0-2. Perez now trying to stay alive in his at-bat. He got 1 hit in the first game of the season. He hasn't hit since. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Now Perez will see the 1-2. And it misses, goes to the backstop. Solaire did not go. He might have been able to get an extra base there, but he didn't react fast enough, and he'll stay on first. And Perez, as always, a double play possibility. He grabs this one, bounces off of Fulmer. There might be a play at first. Fulmer throws it, and he is just out by a step at first. He does move Solaire over to second, and that's the speed of Salvador Perez. Fulmer had to run all the way over, almost to the third base line to get it. He looks like he's in some pain. Fulmer goes back to the mound, and Romine behind home plate. He will stay in the game, and Ryan O'Hearn will come up with a man in scoring position. He hit the game-winning home run yesterday. Put the Royals up 3-2, and they never looked back. Strike 1, a good pitch for O'Hearn to hit, but he watched it. He's down 0-1. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Fulmer getting hit by that comebacker doesn't seem to have affected him that much. Mechanics still look good as O'Hearn fouls that one off, and Fulmer's ahead right after getting hit. Solaire leads off at second. Fulmer gives him the look, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Bounced off the dirt in the Romine's glove, and he throws him out at first. So the leadoff single turns into nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Jonathan Scope, the Tigers cleanup man, second baseman, tying his shoe before stepping to the plate. You think it'd be ready. He did just come off the field. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Phil Myers started the game with a 1-2-3 inning, a breath of fresh air. If you've been watching so far, the Royals have had many stressful innings so far this season. Ball 2, and Scope is ahead. The 2-0 pitch by Phil Myers misses way up high, almost over Scope's head for ball 3. Phil Myers having trouble locating to start this inning. 3-0. Scope swings and fouls it off deep into right field. So he was swinging away at 3-0. Now it's 3-1. And Phil Myers will walk him with a pitch that misses low, and the Tigers have their first base runner. Cameron Maben now coming to the plate. Got a man on first and nobody out. At the very least, he will try to move him over. Things getting exciting here at Comerica already. First pitch to Maben. Swung on, line into right center field. That is a base hit in the gap that will likely score Scope as Phillips is going all the way out to center field to get it. Scope coming around to score. Phillips throws it in, and Maben has to stop at second. And just like that, the Tigers have the lead after a walk and a double. And that's why it's important to locate your pitches. The Royals gave up a majority of their runs last year off of walks. Not a good start for Phil Meyer. He had a 1-2-3 inning, and now after facing two batters, he's given up a run here in the second. First pitch is a strike, and looks like we'll be seeing that low strike called all day now. Austin Romine at the plate. Maben has some speed. He's in scoring position. He'll want to stay there. Broken bat popped up. Merrifield coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number one. You see how the Royals line up? Pretty much the same, except Brett Phillips in center against the right-hander. Jorge Soler still playing in the outfield. He's had a few missed plays on some tough fly balls. But he's been working with Rusty Kuntz and hopes to see some improvement. Kel Franco still in the DH spot. Kristen Stewart at the plate now. He hits this one into left field. Gordon ranging over towards center, making the catch for out number two. So Phil Meyer trying to stop the damage there. Another thing the Royals have been good at early in the season is stopping the damage before it gets too bad. Nico Goodrum will now step to the plate, the number 8 hitter for the Tigers. First pitch to Goodrum. Strike one. Now Phil Meyer finds himself ahead. Now that's ball one on a pitch way inside. Goodrum standing well off the plate, giving Phil Meyer some room. Swung on, grounded, but foul. Past O'Hearn. And Phil Meyer's ahead in the count, 1-2. Looking to get out of this inning, only giving up one run. And Goodrum will foul it off again. A 1-2. Swung on, hit into right center field, and this will be another base hit in the gap. Likely a double. Another run will score. Soler picks it up. And a hold there. Goodrum brings in the second run for the Tigers. And Cal Eldred will come out to talk to Heath Philmeyer. Jeimer Candelario is stepping to the plate. He will bat after the mound visit. And we'll see if Eldred can calm down this young pitcher. Pitch misses outside, ball one. Tigers with an early lead, something the Royals haven't faced much so far this year. And this is hitting the left field for a base hit past Dozier. It'll be 3-0 now. Phil Meyer showing that he's not the pitcher he was in spring training. Candelario hit that one down the line, and Dozier couldn't get to it. And the Tigers now scored 2 runs after getting 2 outs. 3 runs in the inning. Back to the top now, Victor Reyes. Pitch misses inside, ball one, and Phil Meyer's behind again. Reyes had a 3.04 average last year and a slow start this year. Phil Meyer just trying to get out of this inning. Strike one. Been a tough second, now his team is down. And the Royals have not allowed 3 runs in one game so far this season. They've only allowed 4 in the entire season going into this game. And this pitch is fouled off, 1-2. Well, the Royals will need a little more offense today than they got yesterday. They scored 5 runs in the second game of the season. That would be welcome right now off 5 home runs. Counts even at 2 to Reyes. Phil Meyer has now thrown over 30 pitches in the game. Been a tough inning for him. Hoping to end it here. The 2-2 pitch with a man on first. Fouled off again. Reyes will keep him out there. Now the 2-2. Swung on. This is hitting to right center field. Phillips coming over to get it. He will make the catch, and the inning finally ends after 3 Tigers runs. It's time for the Royals to get their bats going early here. We move to the 3rd inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading off for the Royals.
Back here at Comerica Park, Tigers scored 3 runs in the second inning, and now Franco will lead off the 3rd for the Royals. Franco has gotten himself 2 hits, one of them a home run, and a handful of walks. He's now up in the count 2-0. Now the 2-0 to him. Romine setting up on the inside part of the strike zone, and it misses high for ball 3. Brett Phillips is on deck. And if Franco does get on base, you could expect a bunt from the speedy Brett Phillips. And he walks Franco on 4 straight pitches. And the leadoff man is on for the Royals in the 2nd straight inning.
The center fielder, number 14, Brett Phillips.
A 3-0 deficit is manageable this early in the game. They could get the bats going. They could chip away and be back in this game in no time. So here's Brett Phillips, man on first. See if he bunts here. He will not. He'll swing away. This is hitting the right field. Now right fielder is there for out number 1. Stewart made an easy play there, and Phillips could not move the runner over. And now here comes Whit Merrifield, still looking to get out of that funk. He struck out his first time up when he led off the game. First pitch to him. Winston watches a great pitch go by, and I said it yesterday, that's one of his problems, watching pitches like that go by instead of swinging at them. Pitches he would feast off of last year. This pitch misses low for ball 1. Merrifield's one of the few Royals hitters who's been able to get Fulmer the past couple of years. Merrifield's been hitting off everybody the past couple seasons anyway, and he swings at that pitch and misses. He's down 1-2. An ugly swing for him. The 1-2 pitch. Misses. He tried the same pitch again, and now it's 2-2. Merrifield didn't fall for it again. Struck out looking, and Merrifield has struck out for the 2nd time today in 2 at-bats. Still not able to move Franco over into scoring position. Another good pitch to hit. Mondesi at the plate now. Hoping to at least keep this inning going. Pitch inside, ball 1. Fulmer not being tested so far today. And the Royals need to start hitting. They can't wait until late in the game like they did yesterday when they're down 3 runs. Another pitch misses, so ball 2. Schiller was able to move over to second base when he led off the 2nd inning with a hit. Franco has been stuck on first since the leadoff walk. The 2-0 swings and misses. Had a pitch high in Mondesi. Still up in the count. It is 2-1. Swung on, grounded. Goodrum picks it up, throws to second, and that's the inning. So the Royals don't answer back after being down 3 runs. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Harold Castro, the number 2 hitter, leading off the 3rd inning. First pitch by Phil Myers. He looks to rebound after a bad 2nd inning. This pitch is hit to left field. Gordon took a step back and makes the easy out. And the leadoff man is gone here in the 3rd.
Now batting.
A good start for Phil Myers. Miguel Cabrera steps to the plate. He grounded out his first at bat. And then everything just went awry for Phil Myers after that easy first inning. Pitch misses low for ball 1. And we saw it a lot last year after the damage was done. The Royals pitcher would often calm down after it. And then the offense just wouldn't answer. And this is grounded foul. A 1-1 pitch to Cabrera. And he swings and grounds it to Mondesi. Mondesi with plenty of time throws to first. Almost went over O'Hearn's head, but he brought it down for out number 2. Jonathan Scope will step to the plate. He started things off in the 2nd inning with a walk. And then everything just fell apart from there for the Royals. Phil Myers with a second chance here. He has to go after Scope, or it might happen again. Swings and misses for strike 1. He went 1 for 5 in the last game the Tigers played. Prez wanting it high. He sets up inside. Right on the edge of the strike zone for strike 2. Now Phil Myers finds himself ahead of Scope. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning here, which would be a good rebound from that 2nd inning. Fouled off. The Royals don't have to worry about rain today, so they have time to come back from a 3-0 deficit. We'll see if they can do it. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Trying to get Scope to swing at an inside pitch again. The 1-2. Fouled off. Scope trying to stay alive, making it as difficult for Phil Myers as he can. Misses again, and the count runs even. Scope's fighting off the pitches he could strike out on and looking at the pitches that are balls, showing a lot of patience here at the plate. The 2-2 now. And the count runs full. So after Phil Myers gets Scope down 0-2, the count is now full at 3-2. And the payoff pitch, Scope looking for another walk. And he will walk as Phil Myers misses, and Scope's on base again, this time with 2 outs. Phil Myers had him and lost him. More mistakes by a young pitcher trying to get a foothold in the MLB. Spent most of the season last year in Omaha. So here's Cameron Babin hitting a double his last time up to bring in the first run of the game for the Tigers. Hitting .429, which currently leads the team in hitting. Swung on, hit to left field. Gordon ranging over to left a bit. And that will be out number 3, so this time the walk doesn't turn into anything. Phil Myers faces 4 guys, gets 3 of them out. We'll move to the 4th inning now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Alex Gordon will lead off the inning. He grounded out his first time up. He will lead off the 4th as the Royals try again to chip into the Tigers' lead a bit. Fulmer's first pitch misses low. And Gordon is now up 1-0. And the second pitch is fouled off, so the count runs even at 1. Gordon saw something he liked there, and he fouled it off. He shakes his head. He knew that was a good pitch.
That's ball 2.
And now Gordon's up 2-1. Very patient hitter. Making Fulmer throw to him, seeing what he's got. Swung out, hit into left field. And it is caught for out number 1. And once again, the Royals leadoff man is gone. In the first inning, it was pretty easy, and then a couple leadoff men got on, and now once again, the Royals now have to try and make something with an out, and Soler will come up after he led off the second inning with a hit. Strike 1 to Jorge Soler. A home run would be great right now for the Royals' morale. Pitch is inside, ball 1. Whenever you're pitching this guy, you've got to be careful. Soler's been doing most of his damage against lefties so far. This pitch is grounded foul. He's doing a great job at hitting it the other way, something we saw at the end of last season. He started hitting it all over the field. This pitch was hit deep to left field. Reyes going back, and he camps on the track, and that's out number 2. Soler hit it hard, but not deep enough. And Hunter Dozier will now come to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. As Fulmer's protecting that Tigers lead well. He's given up 1 hit so far. And then a walk to Franco. And nothing has come of either one of those. Strike 1 to Hunter Dozier. Dozier looking for his 3rd home run of the season. He hits this ball hard to left field again. Reyes going back again. And he jumps and he stops it from being a home run, but he can't catch it. And Dozier's on second base. A good play by Reyes there. It won't turn into an out, but it doesn't turn into a Royals run. A big play for the Tigers there. Probably one of the most important plays you could boot a ball on. Booting it away from the wall. Also getting to it quick and stopping Dozier from moving to third. So Perez has a chance to bring in a run here. Let's see if he can do it, looking for his 2nd hit of the season. First pitch is a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
He grounded out in the 2nd inning. The 0-1 to Perez. Swings and misses for strike 2. And once again, Perez is down 0-2. And he strikes out on 3 straight pitches, so that Reyes boot was huge. Time to move to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Bottom of the 4th inning, and that play by Jose Reyes might become big as this game continues on. He jumped on the wall. He did not catch it. It booted off the bottom of his glove, but he did stop the home run. Almost counts as a block. Dozier had to stop at second, and Perez struck out on 3 straight pitches. Austin Romine starting the 4th inning here. Phil Meyer just needs to keep things where they are. We'll see how long Matheny sticks with him.
No, that's high.
Pitch is high, ball 1. And the umpire said he went. Now the count is even at 1. Because he was fooled by that breaking ball in the low part of the strike zone.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Pitch misses again. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 by Phil Meyer. This is again ball 3, and you don't want to give someone a base to lead off the inning again. We saw how that went the 2nd inning. Phil Meyer struggling with his control.
ball four.
And he walks Austin Romine to lead off the inning.
Now batting, number 4.
And other than the walk to Scope, he had a pretty nice third inning. And now he's already gotten himself into trouble. Christian Stewart, at the very least, he's facing the bottom of the order. Stewart struck out in his first at bat of the game. Romine, like most catchers, doesn't have much speed. So hopefully, Philmeyer can just focus on Stewart and get the out. The Royals struggling to hit as they usually do. It's usually about the 5th inning when things start lighting up. Pitch misses again, ball 2, and Philmeyer's really struggling with his control. On the verge of putting a run in scoring position just by walking, not even making the Tigers swing the bat here. 3-0. Has to throw a strike now. The 3-0 to Stewart. Strike 1. Just managed to nick the bottom part of the strike zone to keep the at-bat going. And keep another man from taking first. It's never good when you start doing the team's work for them. And if he were to walk Christian Stewart, that would definitely be working for the Tigers. Stewart fouls this one off. So the count is now full. A payoff pitch. Swings and hits it into left field. Mondesi going out to get it. He will get it. And Philmeyer comes back from being down 3-0 to get Stewart to pop it out to shallow left. Nico Goodrum stepping to the plate. He got an RBI double his last time up. And then later scored on Jamer Candelario's single. And Goodrum hits this deep to right field, and it is gone. And Philmeyer's really lost it now. It is a 5-run lead for the Tigers. The Royals have now given up more runs in this game alone than they have in the 3 previous games. We'll see if Matheny does anything about Philmeyer now. That he might have put the game out of reach if the Royals don't get things going soon. Goodrum pulled that one well and hit it into right field. And now there's one out, nobody on in the 4th inning. Jamer Candelario's up. And first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Candelario singled and brought in the 3rd run for the Tigers in the 2nd inning. Now that it is 5-0, Tigers have a little bit more breathing room, and Fulmer can pitch a bit easier. Jesse Hahn, the Royals' long man so far this year, is now warming up in their bullpen. Matheny will keep Philmeyer in there, hopefully to end the inning, and then we'll see what happens in the 5th. Pitch misses again, ball 2. Philmeyer has been pitching behind batters most of this game. The 2-1 to Candelario. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Misses for ball 3, and once again the count is full. Back to the top for the Tigers after Candelario. Victor Reyes in the on-deck circle. Philmeyer hasn't had much issue with the top of the Tigers lineup, much like no one's had trouble with the Royals top. This pitch is hitting the right center field. Soler giving chase. And he will make the catch over his shoulder. A good play by Jorge Soler for the 2nd out of the inning. But they sure aren't missing any of Philmeyer's pitches. 2 outs, Victor Reyes. Now with the plate, he's 0 for 2 today. First pitch to him. Strike 1. Good location by Philmeyer. He has not been able to do that consistently so far this game, and that's why his team is now down by 5 runs. Ball 1.
One strike.
Now the 1-1 to Reyes. Swung on, grounded to Mondesi, and the inning will be over after another 2 runs scored by the Tigers. Nico Goodrum hitting the home run, scoring another 2 runs here in the 4th. The Royals need to get things going now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Mistakes by the young Royals pitcher, Heath Philmeyer, has led to a big Royals deficit here to start the 5th inning. Hunter Dozier almost hit a home run in the last inning for the Royals. It was blocked by Victor Reyes, and that's about the loudest hit the Royals have gotten so far today. Ryan O'Hearn, who hit the go-ahead home run yesterday to give the Royals a 3-2 victory, will lead off the 5th inning. First pitch to him. Swung on, hit hard to right field, but well foul. And it's always nice for a pitcher to pitch with a lead like this. Fulmer can just relax and throw now. One mistake won't mess up the game for them. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and you can tell he's pitching relaxed now. Quickly up against O'Hearn. Also helps he's facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Swung on, grounded to Scope, and he will make the out. And the leadoff man is gone for the Royals.
The batter, number 7.
The best way to get rid of a lead like this is to chip away. But the Royals are running out of that luxury. They have to score big here if they fail to do it this inning. Getting a run here, a run there won't work anymore like it did when it was just a 3-run lead early in the game. Now it's a 5-run lead for the Tigers in the middle of the game. Swung on, Franco grounds this one to Goodrum, and he'll be out number 2. Brett Phillips will now bat with 2 outs and nobody on. A top of the lineup waiting in the next inning if he can't get on base here. He flew out in the first inning. This is his first game since the opening day for the White Sox. Strike 1. Fulmer really in a groove now. We'll see how he handles the top of the lineup next inning. They haven't been much trouble for anybody. If Phillips can't get on here, he'll face Merrifield, Mondesi, and Gordon. This pitch is popped up to shallow right, and that'll be it. An easy inning for Fulmer here after his team gives him a big lead. Move to the bottom of the 5th now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Arcevi called to the bullpen in the bottom of the 5th here. Jesse Hahn will replace Heath Philmeyer. Hahn has not given up a run in 4 1/3 inning of work. So looking to stop the damage at the very least here. Heath Philmeyer's day is over. Not a good debut for the 2020 season. First pitch on throws, swings and misses as he's facing the number 2 hitter Harold Castro. This will be the 3rd straight day Jesse Hahn has pitched. Second pitch he throws is fouled off. Matheny really giving him a lot of work. He's earned a lot of work the way he's been pitching. The 0-2 pitch to Castro. It is grounded foul. So still 0-2. Hahn does a good job going right after hitters. And he somehow gets Castro to swing at that. He grounds it to him and makes a quick out at first. A pitch that would have bounced, and Perez would have had to block it. But instead, Castro swung at it, hit it back to Hahn. And the leadoff man is gone here in the 5th inning as you see Phil Myers' numbers, giving up 5 earned runs. Miguel Cabrera at the plate now. He's 0 for 2 today, grounding out both at bats. First pitch by Jesse Hahn. Misses low for ball 1. The long career of Miguel Cabrera continues. His 1 World Series ring coming way back in 2003 with the Florida Marlins, now the Miami Marlins.
That's ball 3.
And Hahn finds himself down 3-0 to Cabrera. Cabrera's having a cold start. You don't really have to pitch around this guy anymore like you used to do. See if Hahn goes after him now. Strike 1. Cabrera didn't think it was the strike. He tried to go over to first. You'll have to come back to the plate and continue hitting. Perez makes the call. The 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 as Cabrera tries to go to first again, and the count runs full. And that doesn't help your standing with an umpire when you try to leave before he makes a call. The payoff pitch. And now he swings and fouls it off down near the dugout. We'll do it again. The 3-2 pitch by Hahn. Swung on, hit hard to left field. Gordon going back. And he is there. And Cabrera is out. After he feels he should have walked, he flies out to left field for out number 2.
Second baseman,
Jonathan Scope, who has walked twice now today, will step to the plate facing a new pitcher, Jesse Hahn, instead of Heath Philmeyer.
That's the ball.
His misses outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses again, ball 2, and Hahn finds himself behind again. Scope has already walked twice, showing patience at the plate. And there's strike 1. Scope doesn't have much incentive to swing. He's been given first base today. The 2-1 pitch to him. Strike 2. So the count is even at 2 now. Hahn trying to keep him off first now. And he tries to trick him up with that curveball that misses, and the count runs full. Swung on, hit into right field, and this time Scope will get a base himself. He's moving to second. Soler picks it up. He will likely stop at second as the ball's coming in. And now Scope has been a headache for the Royals today. He keeps this inning going with a double. And you also got to wonder, with Hahn getting so much work in such a short amount of time, if he's going to show fatigue. Matheny did a good job taking him out before that became a problem yesterday. Cameron Maybin will now step to the plate with 2 outs and a man in scoring position. He doubled last time he came to the plate with Scope there. First pitch to Maybin. Misses for ball 1. Scope with his lead. Hahn gives him a look and goes, and Maybin's now up 2-0 like Scope started. That's the middle part of the order for the Tigers that have been a problem so far. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Scope taking his lead. Tigers looking for another run here as that pitch misses ball 3. Hahn's about to put another man on base with the count being 3-1. It would make a force anywhere. Swung on, grounded. Merrifield has it, and the double won't turn into anything. He almost threw it away, but O'Hearn with another good save. Hahn held it there. We move to the 6th inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. With Merrifield leading off the 6th inning. And one way the Royals have always been able to beat the Tigers is by getting to their bullpen, but Fulmer hasn't been tested today. He can go deep into this game now unless the Royals really start making him pitch. Another way the Royals have been winning this year is not allowing runs to score. They have been out-hit in every single game this year, but most of the runs didn't score. Now the Tigers have 5 hits today, and they've all scored. Strike one to Whit Merrifield. He's 0 for 2 today. And pitch misses inside for ball 1. Swung on, popped up. Cabrera coming into foul territory and drops before he can get there. And Merrifield is down 1-2. The 1-2 to Merrifield. Misses low. And the count draws even. Top of the order for the Royals. They need to get things going. The count runs full. So Merrifield showing some patience here as he looks to get on base for the first time since Thursday. Payoff pitch. Swings at a pitch high in the zone. Cabrera going out to shallow right. And he misses it, but Scope come in and dove and got it. At this time, Merrifield is robbed of a hit. Not a good pitch to swing at. He could have been given first base there, but instead he popped it up to shallow right, and a great play by Scope to get the leadoff man out. Now here's Mondesi, who's 0 for 2 today, like Merrifield. Batting left-handed against the righty Fulmer. Swung on, grounded into right center field. That's a base hit, and the Royals will have a man on here. Mondesi with good speed. His one attempt, though, he was caught. Gordon will come to the plate. We'll see if they want to move Mondesi into scoring position with a steal here. Austin Romine, a good catcher. Mondesi did not go, and Gordon fouls that one off for strike one. Gordon a line out and a ground out so far today. The 0-1, Mondesi stays. Pitch misses inside for ball 1. Gordon looked like he was showing signs of improvement in the last game. He got 2 hits. Fouls this one off. And we could use one of those Gordon doubles here. With Mondesi's speed, he could score with the deep outfield here at Comerica Park. Swung on and missed. Gordon strikes out. 5 now for Fulmer today. The Royals doing nothing to give him any stress here. Mondesi hasn't even ran. He's been staying there at first base. And here's Jorge Soler. The 1-2. Strike one on the low part of the strike zone. Soler singled in the second inning. And now here he is just trying to keep the inning alive. He has the power to put a couple runs on the board for the Royals here. The 0-1. Inside for ball 1. And at the moment, he is currently leading the Royals in average with .462. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Fulmer looking for another punch out here to end the inning. The 1-2 pitch to Soler is a ball. Looked good, but Soler still out there hitting. The count is even at 2. Mondesi still staying. And Soler is called out on strikes. Don't know why you'd hold the bat there when you need runs. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Austin Romine leading off the 6th inning. Jesse Hahn still out there working, just trying to eat up innings. First pitch is hit deep to left field. Gordon giving chase. And he is there for out number one. One pitch, one out. That's good for Hahn with all the work he's been getting recently.
Now batting, number 14.
Christian Stewart will now step to the plate. 0 for 2 today. And first pitch to him. Bounces off the plate to Perez's glove for ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on, hit to shallow left field. Gordon coming in, and it bounces in front of him, and Stewart has a base hit with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Definitely hasn't been difficult for the Tigers today. Another base runner out there. And now Hahn will have to work around that. 1 out, man on first, and here's Nico Goodrum. First pitch is fouled off. Nico Goodrum hit that home run that put the Tigers up by 5. We'll see what he can do here as Hahn looks to get him out and just end this inning, maybe even with a double play. The Royals got a triple play yesterday off a 5-4-3 when Dozier fielded a Danny Mendick ground ball and stepped on third to get it going. The 0-2 pitch. 0-1. Now the 1-2 to Goodrum. It helps to work ahead. Swung on, hit hard into right field, and that's a base hit. Goodrum stays hot. Throw to third. Not in time, Stewart going third all the way on that base hit. And now Hahn finds himself in a tough situation as the Tigers look to expand their lead. Jaymer Candelario at the plate now, the number 9 hitter. And the Royals could use a strikeout or a double play here. Candelario has a single and an RBI. 1 for 2 today. Hahn might be a little tired. He's worked 3 days in a row now. He's gotten no rest since his first appearance. Ball 1. You gotta wonder why Mike Matheny isn't giving him rest. He will, of course, be able to rest tomorrow because of the day off. Grounded to Merrifield to Mondesi out at second, and the throw pulls O'Hearn off of first by Mondesi, which allows another run to score. It's exactly what the Royals needed, and they couldn't turn the double play as Mondesi pulls O'Hearn off of first. And nothing is working for the Royals today, not even their defense, as they are down by 6 in the 6th inning. Victor Reyes will now come to the plate, 0 for 3 today. Man on first and 2 outs. Ball 1 outside to Victor Reyes. Hahn just needs to end this inning. A run got to score now off of a bad play. Hahn got the ground ball he was looking for and couldn't get finished out. Now here he is just trying to stop the bleeding. He likely will come back for the 7th. And he'll get a day off tomorrow, and he's earned it. It just fouled off. He's up 1. A 1-2 to Reyes. Is hitting to shallow right field, and Merrifield can't get to it, and he's given up another hit. He tried for the play at first, but Reyes ran it out, and he has his first hit of the ball game, and now there's 2 on with 2 out here in the 6th. Harold Castro also 0 for 3 today. Seeing if he can keep the Tigers' bats going. Jesse Hahn still out there working. He's thrown 37 pitches. This will be his 37th pitch. And this is hit to left field. And it drops in front of Gordon. And here comes Candelario. And the Tigers manage another run. As Jesse Hahn can't seem to get that third out now. A little bloop to left field. Gordon couldn't get to it. Candelario going on Gordon's arm, and he couldn't get him. Gordon did not come up ready to throw there. I don't think he expected Candelario to go home there. And now another 0 for 3 top of the lineup hitter, Miguel Cabrera. With the game well out of reach, Hahn will stay out there. The Royals might want to give some of the pitchers who haven't seen any time some chance to throw some pitches in the next inning. Greg Holland has not made an appearance this year, neither has Tim Hill. Count 1-1 to Miguel Cabrera. Man in scoring position. If Cabrera gets a hit, they could keep the inning going. Tigers looking for their 8th run. Pitch misses, 2-1. Hahn clearly showing signs of fatigue. Probably not a good idea to bring him in to work this much 3 days in a row. And it's really biting the Royals now that the game went from a big deficit to an insurmountable deficit just like that. And Hahn misses again. Count is 3-1. A walk would load the bases. We'll see how long Matheny sticks with him if he can't get Cabrera out. Fouled off and the count runs full. Matheny's managing so far this year has been praised by the media and the fans alike, but today it's been different. This has flown out to left center field. And Phillips will be able to get to this one, and the inning finally ends. Another long, bad one for the Royals. We move on to the 7th. Game pretty well decided. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Hunter Dozier now coming to the plate. He had a home run stolen from him his last time up and had to settle for a double. A rare blocked home run. First pitch to him. Fulmer hasn't seen any pressure so far this game. He's thrown 75 pitches. Next one will be 76. Likely will stay in to throw a complete game shutout if the Royals can't get anything going off of him. Broken bat. And it'll go foul. Dozier down 0-2. Gets a new bat ready to go. And ball just outside, apparently. Count is now 1-2. And it's hit hard, but hit foul by Dozier. Fulmer continuing to be a nightmare for the Royals like he usually is. And this pitch is hit to Cabrera, and there's out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Fulmer looking to start the season with a complete game, possibly a complete game shutout. The Royals haven't shown any signs that they can hit him. The only trouble was that Hunter Dozier blocked home run that turned into a double. And the first pitch of Perez is popped straight up, and Romine will have an easy play. The Royals have had some singles here and there, a couple of walks, but none of them have turned into anything. Ryan O'Hearn, who's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. 2 outs, nobody on the 7th inning. First pitch misses for ball 1. The Royals, at the very least, hoping to get on the board, but they're even running out of time to do that. struggling to get 1 run, let alone 7. The 1-1 pitch to O'Hearn. Swung on, hitting the left center field in the gap. This will be extra bases for O'Hearn. Maven picks it up, and O'Hearn stops at second. So once again, another double hit with 2 outs for the Royals, much like what Dozier did. Except this wasn't a blocked home run to get onto second base. So a chance to do something here, but with 2 outs here, Franco will have to get a single, and they only got 1 shot to do it. Just to get on the board, that's all they're looking for here. Franco is over 1. He's walked again, and he's done a good job at getting on base with the walks. First pitch is strike 1 there. Looked to be called, that low strike called again. First pitch is fouled off for strike 2. Franco finds himself down after a man gets in scoring position for him. O'Hearn has been hitting well this year. The 0-2 pitch misses high, ball 1. Even if Fulmer gives up this run, it would still only be 1 and a big lead, and he would likely stay in for the 8th inning. Takes a look at O'Hearn and goes to Franco. Misses inside, ball 2. Franco been very patient this year. 88 pitches now for Fulmer on this pitch, and it's fouled off again. Franco trying to stay alive out there. Broken bat. Pops straight up like Perez, and Romine has it for out number 3, and the Royals miss another opportunity with a man in scoring position. Bottom of the 7th now, you're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
7th inning, correct. Your attention, please.
Josh Stalmont, who was recently called up, will make his first appearance of the season. He pitched in 16 games last year, an ERA of 3.72. Jonathan Scope will be the first batter he sees. He's walked twice and doubled. A tough first out for Stalmont to get. First pitch to him. Stalmont will likely pitch the rest of the game, just looking to get some time in now for the young pitcher. Made his debut last year, as the Royals are desperately looking for some talent in the bullpen. Bullpens have been off to a much better start this year until today, when Philmeyer got off to a bad start, and Jesse Hahn, who's probably tired from 3 straight days of work, gave up 2 more runs. And the first pitches by Stalmont all miss, and he's down 3-0, and Scope on the verge of walking for the 3rd time today. Swung on, hit to center field. Here comes Phillips, and it bounces off his wrist, and Scope will find himself on base again. Another defensive mistake for the Royals, and the leadoff man is on for Cameron Maven. Swung on, this is lined into left center field for a base hit, and now 2 men are on to start the inning. At this point in the game, regardless of how Stalmont does, he will likely just stay in there to get some work, with the game well out of reach here in the 7th inning. Here is Austin Romine, 0 for 2 today. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. No one fooled by Stalmont here. If he gives up a run, he might not pitch the ninth, with so many Royals pitchers still looking for their first appearance of the season. Matheny will likely have him just finish the inning unless things get too far out of control, and he just can't get it out. Down 2-0 to Romine. Two men on, nobody out. And he's now down 3-0 to Romine. He could very well load the bases now with Christian Stewart on deck. Puts it in there finally for strike one. And now Romine has to be ready to swing. Staumont looking to get his first out of the inning. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to put three men on base. Swung on, grounded. O'Hearn can't get to it. He manages to stop it before it goes into the outfield. And he still manages to pick it up and give it to Staumont for out number one. What a recovery again by Ryan O'Hearn. Stopped it from going to the outfield, overran it, came back, gave it to Staumont, and still got the out. There's a man on second and third now with one out. But Staumont finally has an out. First pitch misses outside to Christian Stewart, who's 1 for 3 today. A 1-0. Staumont still struggling to find his command, and he's behind another hitter. The 2-0 pitch to Stewart is in there for strike one. Called strike one there, and the count runs to 2-1. Swung on, this is hit into center field. Phillips coming in again. He will get to this one, and nobody will tag up. It was so shallow. Scope didn't even try it. Phillips with a good arm, and he was shallow, so 2 outs now with a man on second and third, and Nico Goodrum, who's 3 for 3 today, will step to the plate. A home run, a double, and a single. He's a triple away from the cycle. First pitch misses, ball one, and now is not the time to make a strike zone smaller on a young pitcher just trying to get through an inning. Pitch misses, ball two. Staumont finds himself behind again. This time to a hitter who's been hot today. Two-0 to Goodrum. Strike one. Now 2-1 again. Takes time on a few pitches to find his command. And there's strike two. Count runs even. Staumont 1 strike away from getting through this inning without giving up a run, despite having the first 2 men getting on. And the count runs full. Candelario in the on-deck circle, and he's having a good game. The bottom of the Tigers lineup doing a lot of damage. Of course, against Hahn, the top of the lineup finally got into it. Another payoff pitch to Goodrum. And we'll do it again. Goodrum looking for that triple. Bring in 2 runs. Swung on, grounded. O'Hearn fields it. Steps on first. And Staumont pitches a scoreless 7th inning. Phillips, Merrifield, and Mondesi waiting in the 8th inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Brett Phillips, the 9-hole hitter, leading off the inning. Fly out and pop out today. Trying to get his season going in only his 2nd game. Platooning with Bubba Starling. Michael Fulmer still out there throwing a shutout, and he's got 6 outs to go. He's got Phillips, and then the ice cold top of the Royals lineup. Mondesi, of course, got a hit today. Merrifield and Gordon have not. Ronnie Garcia and Gregory Soto warming up in the Tigers bullpen if Fulmer can't finish this game. The 1-1 to Phillips.
2-1.
Misses 2-1. It almost hit Phillips. The 2-1 now. Swung on, grounded to Goodrum. Throw to first is in time. And the leadoff man is gone for the Royals.
The batter, number 50. Second base.
And here's how the two pitchers look today. Philmeyer only pitched 4 innings and gave up 5 runs. A bad day for him. Fulmer, now in his 8th inning of work, has not given up a run. Whit Merrifield, and it would be a silver lining for the Royals if Merrifield could at least get a hit here. 0 for 3 today. One out, nobody on. Mondesi, the only one of the first 3 that's gotten a hit today. Batting after him. The first pitch to him by Fulmer. Swung on, hit to left center field, and it will drop in front of Babin, and Merrifield finally has his 2nd hit of the season, and that's really nice to see, as cold as he's been. Sometimes that's all it takes. Like Moustakas got off to a slow start in 2014. Once he got going, though, he became one of the Royals' best hitters. Strike 1. Hopefully won't take Merrifield being sent to the minors for him to heat up like it did Moustakas. We'll see what he does now that he is on base again. Mondesi at the plate. No point in stealing at this point. That run doesn't matter. Ball 1 to Mondesi. 1 for 3 today. Fulmer coming up on 100 pitches. Pitch misses again, ball 2. Made a lot of Mondesi could move over the runner. Ball 3 to him. Now he's on the verge of walking with Alex Gordon on deck. This will be Fulmer's 99th. A 3-1 pitch. Misses for ball 4. Maybe he's showing some fatigue now as he puts Mondesi on base and Merrifield moves into scoring position.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon will come to the plate with 2 men on and 1 out. 0 for 3 today. Michael Fulmer's first pitch to him will be his 100th as he tries to finish out this game. Ron Gardenhire might just leave him in there until he gives up a run. A double play can get him out of this easily. That pitch bounces off of Romine. No one goes anywhere. And it's ball 1 to Gordon. And Gordon hit that one hard, but he fouled it off. The count is even at 1. Couple of speedy guys on the bases. A double could very well bring them 2 runs. Swung on, hit in the left field for a base hit. That'll bring in Merrifield. Mondesi heading to third. Reyes picks it up. Now Mondesi going around third. The throw home. He does not throw it home. Goodrum will not make the cut. And Fulmer is now giving up 2 runs on a Gordon double. So the Royals finally get going. A little too late here. But the top of the lineup does what they did so well last year. Merrifield gets on. Mondesi gets on. Gordon brings him in. And Ron Gardenhire has seen enough of Fulmer. He pitched a great game today. But he just ran out of steam there in the 8th. A standing ovation for Michael Fulmer as he heads into the clubhouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 51, Rody.
Rooney Garcia will now come in for the Tigers. He's had one game so far this season, an ERA of 5.40 with that game. He's walked 3. So not a good start for him. We'll see what he can do against the Royals here. We're going to face Jorge Soler, who hits this first ball he sees deep, but well foul. A bit early on that one. One good swing by Soler could turn it into a save situation for the Tigers. The 0-1. Chopped into right field for a base hit. Gordon has to stop at third. So the Royals still showing some life here. 2 men on base now, and Hunter Dozier coming up. The Tigers trying to get a developing pitcher some work here. Hunter Dozier at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. And he finds himself down. Dozier with some power. A home run actually put them down by 2, which will get them right back in this game. Ball high. And the count is even at 1. Garcia looking to get through this inning. A double play would end it quickly for him. Gardner probably trying to just get him some work. A 1-1 pitch. Misses for ball 2. The top of the lineup did their job for the Royals. Now the strong middle of the lineup hoping to keep things going here. The 2-1 pitch. Misses for ball 3. Dozier well ahead in the count now. Salvador Perez, who is also looking for his second hit of the season, on deck. Merrifield just got his. We'll see if Perez can get one now. The 3-1 pitch for Dozier. Swung on, hit into right field. No, and Scope brings it down before it gets to right field. It's out number 2. Hit it off the end of the bat. Dozier couldn't do anything after Soler keeps the inning going. And here's Salvador Perez, who is ice cold now. 0 for 3 today. First pitch is fouled off. A good pitch to hit. Didn't get a good enough piece of it, and he's down 0-1. We're expecting Perez to be a little cold. He hasn't played in a year. 0-1 pitch to him. Ball 1. Of course, he keeps hitting because he's a good catcher, so he needs to be in the game. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded down the left third base line, and it's foul. Perez is having good swings now in this at-bat, but he hasn't been able to hit them in between the foul lines. A 1-2 pitch. Swings and misses, and the Royals can't do anything with the men on base. They do manage to get 2 off Fulmer. We move to the bottom of the 8th now. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Kansas City, number 35.
Greg Holland will make his first appearance of the year. Stalmont will sit after letting 2 men on and then stopping anyone from scoring. Greg Holland throws his first pitch of the season now. His return to Kansas City. Fouled off, strike 1. Candelario, the first batter he faces. Holland now wearing the number 35, with Keller taking his old 56. First pitch is fouled off, second pitch fouled off again, and now the count is 0-2. Holland had a good start to the season in Arizona last year, and then just fell off, and then was eventually traded to the Astros, and he didn't make the playoff roster. The Royals managed to re-sign him to a minor league contract, and he made the team out of spring training. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and the first batter he faces this season is a strikeout for Candelario.
The left fielder, number 22, Victor Reyes.
To the top now for the Detroit Tigers, Victor Reyes will step to the plate. Kevin McCarthy and Scott Barlow working in the Royals bullpen. This will likely be the last pitcher the Royals will use today. They get a day off tomorrow. Reyes is 1 for 4 today. Holland sits. And now he goes. Used to pitching to Perez. Strike 1. And there you see the two pitchers. Barlow's already become somewhat of a fireman for the Royals. McCarthy yet to make an appearance this year. The 1-1. Strike 2. Holland looking to strike out yet another batter to start his season. The 1-2 to Reyes. And it's fouled off. The 1-2 again. And it's grounded right past O'Hearn into right field, and Reyes heading to second. He will go in there standing. Soler throwing it into Merrifield. So Holland strikes out the first batter he faces. He gets Reyes down to a 1-2 count, and then Reyes doubles. And the Tigers have been hitting it into the gap all day. So here is Harold Castro, 1 for 4 today. First pitch is fouled off, and Holland is ahead of another one. Man in scoring position, and now Holland has to watch that. The 0-1 to Castro. Misses low, ball 1. Holland likes to throw them down like that. He can sometimes fool hitters to swing at it. Castro was patient there, and the count is even. Swung out and missed, strike 2. Holland was one of the best closers in the American League. And now he just caught up to him. He's still a good pitcher, but not what he once was. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Perez had to block it. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Miguel Cabrera will now come to the plate with 2 outs and a man on second. That is a deadly pitch for Greg Holland. One he's thrown for a long time now. Fooled many hitters with that pitch. Miguel Cabrera 0 for 4 today. And these two have seen each other a lot over the years. Back in the same division. First pitch to Cabrera. Swung on, grounded up the middle. In between O'Hearn and Merrifield for a base hit. Here comes Reyes home. Throw is not good. Pulls Perez way down the third base line. And Miguel Cabrera with a seeing-eye single, splitting perfectly the second baseman Merrifield and the first baseman O'Hearn right in the middle of that gap. The throw by Soler pulled Perez well off of home, and he had no chance to get Reyes, and it is now 8-2 Tigers. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. Jonathan Scope, 2 for 2 today. And his biggest contributions have been all the walks. He's been on every at bat. Swung on and missed, strike 1 to him. The count is even. Holland throwing a lot more accurately than any of the pitchers Scope's seen today. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and Scope now down 1-2. Chop foul, still 1-2, with a man on first. Cabrera no threat over there at first. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Scope strikes out Holland, the first one to get him out today. Up the top of the ninth is all that's left. O'Hearn, Franco, and Phillips. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Ryan O'Hearn doubled his last time up. That was with 2 outs. If he could do it again to lead off the inning here, that'd be a good start for the Royals. Garcia still in. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. Gregory Soto still warming up in the bullpen. John Schreiber has now started. Garcia unproven so far this year. Now a chance to see what he can do with no pressure. Count is 1-1 to O'Hearn. And that's strike 2. A little high on the spot there, not exactly where Romine set up. But O'Hearn kept his bat on his shoulder. Now he swings and fouls it off. When pitch misses like that, then you gotta hit it. And O'Hearn just watched it go by to make it 1-1. Now it's 1-2. And he strikes out. That's what happens when you watch the best pitchman at bat go by you. And now Michael Franco will step to the plate. With 1 out, nobody on. The Royals managed to put together 2 runs today, the top of the lineup. Merrifield got a hit, Mondesi walked, and Gordon brought both of them in with a double, just like we saw so many times last year. And that looks like it might be it for the Royals offense today as Franco fouls that one off. The 1-1. Fouled off again. It is now 1-2. Romine setting up way inside. Pitch missed, and Franco got a good piece of it. Maven going back, all the way back to the center field wall, and he makes the catch. That'd be a home run at most ballparks. But with the wall being 10 feet out further here than it is at Kauffman Stadium, it's a very deep out number 2 from Michael Franco. Brett Phillips, who's 0 for 3 today, might very well be the last hitter for the Royals. He's looking for his first hit of the season. Romine wanting it high. And it misses high. Phillips wants to go by. The 1-0. Swung on, hit to right field. And it'll be an easy play for Stewart to end the game. So the Royals' winning streak comes to an end. Phil Meyer with a bad first appearance. And then the exhausted Jesse Harm giving up another run. Holland giving up a run. And the Tigers have a decisive victory here on their opening day. This copyrighted telecast is presented on authority of the Kansas City Royals that may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Kansas City Royals Baseball Corporation. Our final line score, the Royals with 2 runs off 7 hits, no errors. The Tigers with 8 runs off 13 hits and no errors. We leave you with the highlights of the game. We'll see you in 2 days on Wednesday for the second game of this series. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
No errors. They left 8 men on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Our paid attendance at Comerica Park this afternoon, a sellout of 41,299. The Tigers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.